In last class, we discussed about the steady state error for a step input, and we defined ESS for limit s tends to 0 s into r of s 1 plus g of s h of s, and we've taken r of s as a by s for step input, and we substituted that, and we got kp value, that is limit s tends to 0 g of s h of s, which is called as a positional error constant. If we take unit step unity feedback system, we'll get h of s as 1, and the kp value will be, kp is limit s tends to 0 only g of s, since h of s is 1. So continuing that, we'll go for next one, that is steady state error with input as a unit ramp signal. The static velocity error constant kV is associated with this ramp input applied to the closed loop system. So as we know, E of S steady state error is given by limit s tends to 0 s into r of s divided by 1 plus g of s h of s. So for unit or for ramp input, r of s is given by a by s square. So if I take unit, it will be 1 by s square. So substituting this r of s in ESS, so ESS is equals to limit s tends to 0 s into r of s as 1 by s square divided by 1 plus g of s h of s. So this s and this s gets cancelled, so 1 by s is remained. So I'll write this as 1 by s limit s tends to 0 1 by s plus s into g of s h of s. Since s tends to 0, this system will get 0, and the final ESS will be a by limit, if I take this as a, so a by limit s tends to 0 s into g of s h of s. So this can be written as a by kV. So where kV is equals to limit s tends to 0 gs into g of s h of s is called as static velocity error constant. So if h of s is 1, we'll get limit s tends to 0 s into g of s. So this is a velocity error constant for ramp input. For ramp input, we'll get velocity error constant. So ramp input means my r of s is a of t. R of t is a of t, where r of s is given as a by s square. So this is my ramp input with respect to t. So for this ramp input, my output response c of t with respect to time t will be the graph in this way. So this is my ESS, that steady state value. This difference between actual value between desired value and the actual value is my steady state error ESS. So the error constant because of the ramp input is kV, which is nothing but limit s tends to 0 s into g of s, is called as velocity error constant. So next we go for third one, that is steady state error when the input is parabolic signal. When the input is parabolic signal, the static acceleratory error constant Ka is associated with this parabolic input for when you apply it for the closed loop control system. As we know, ESS is equal to limit s tends to 0 s into r of s by 1 plus g of s h of s. For parabolic input, my r of s is 1 by s cube. 1 by s cube for unit parabolic input. So if I substitute r of s in this, so ESS will be limit s tends to 0, yes, r of s is 1 by s cube divided by 1 plus g of s h of s. So this s is one s will get cancelled, so I'll get s square. So this is equals to limit s tends to 0, s square 1 by s square by 1 plus g of s h of s, which further I can write as limit s tends to 0, 1 by s square plus s square into g of s h of s. So s tends to 0, this s square term will get cancelled. Now ESS is equals to limit s tends to 0, 1 by s square g of s h of s. So this I can write as 1 by Ka, where Ka is equals to 1 by limit s tends to 0, where Ka is given by limit s tends to 0, s square g of s h of s. If for unity feedback, h of s will be 1 and Ka will be limit s tends to 0, s square plus g of s. So this function, this limited function, as taken as auxiliary error constant for a limit function Ka, the response will be in this fashion. Let's take this is a r of t, and this is t. So my input, parabolic input, is in this way, and my output response c of t, output response, this blue color is output response, will be in this fashion, and this is treated as error ESS for c of t. So the error constant Ka, the error constant ESS is 1 by Ka. As we know, Ka is limit s tends to 0, s square g of s. So this Ka is called as acceleration error constant. Acceleration error constant. So with respect to parabolic input, we'll get Ka as an acceleration error constant, and ESS is given by 1 by Ka. So let's go through all the error constants for various types of inputs which we done from previous. So first of all, I'll take input for step input. So my R of s is 1 by s, and the static error constant I'll get is positional error constant, Kp I'll get, and the equation of Kp is limit s tends to 0, g of s h of s. So if it is unity feedback, it is only limit s equal to 0 and g of s. So similarly for ramp input, unit ramp input, for unit ramp 1 by s square I'll get. So I'll get velocity error constant Kv, and the Kv is given by limit s tends to 0, s into g of s h of s. If it is unity feedback, limit s tends to 0, s into g of s will get. Similarly for unit parabolic, input is 1 by s cube, and we'll get acceleration error constant Ka, and Ka is given as limit s tends to 0, s square g of s h of s. So for unity feedback, h of s will be 1. So, and the steady state errors, when the input is unit step input will get positional error constant kp, and equation for kp is limit s tends to 0 g of s h of s. So, and the steady state error ESS is given by 1 by kp. Similarly, for unit ramp input, velocity error constant kv will get, and kv is given by limit s tends to 0 s into g of s h of s, and ESS is given by 1 by kv. So here this is 1 plus kp, we'll get 1 plus kp here. So ESS is 1 plus kp, which we got, and here ESS is 1 by kv, and here for unit parabolic input constant is ka, and ka is limit s tends to 0 s square g of s h of s, and ESS will be 1 by ka. So these formulas we have to remember, and accordingly we have to find out steady state error values. So I told you the steady state error will depend upon two things. One is type and magnitude of a system. So this type of a system, what is type of a system we will see. So what is type number of a control system? The type number is nothing but the open loop transfer function of a unity feedback system can be written in two standard forms. So first standard form is I am writing this is for open loop transfer function. Please remember the type number is defined for only open loop. So if I get open loop transfer function, g of s is equals to k by 1 plus, I am writing in time constant form, 1 by k by tz1 of s, 1 plus tz2 of s, so on, divided by s power n, and 1 plus tp1 of s, 1 plus tp2 of s. This is a form, time constant form, which I write, I can write. One more is there, that is pole zero form. In pole zero form, g of s is given as k dash into s plus z1, s plus z2, so on, divided by s plus p1, s plus p2, so on, where z1, z2 are the factors of this numerator and they are called as zeros, and the denominator factors s plus p1, p2, this p1, p2 are called as poles. p1, p2 are poles, and z1, z2 are zeros. So if I remove this z1, z2 as a common, so I'll get k value, so, and these will be in the form of time constant form. So I can write this k as k dash into product of zeros divided by product of all poles. So these two forms are important. So from these two forms we will see what is type number actually. The type number of a system is nothing but when you type number, suppose I have taken my g of s, the type of a system is the number of poles of the open loop transfer function lying at the origin. So if my g of s is equals to k dash into s plus z1 plus s plus z2, so on, plus divided by s power n and s plus p1, s plus p2, so on. So in this s power n, here n indicates number of poles at the origin. Suppose if n is equals to 0, then the system is type 0 system. It is called as type 0 system. If this s power 0 is there, n is 0, then it is called as type 0 system. If n is 1, then it is called as type 1 system. Similarly, if n is equal to 2, then the system is called as type 2 system, and so on. Right? So this denominator power s power n means number of poles at the origin will give you the type of a system. So don't get confused, this is not the order, this is a type. For example, I'll give you one example. Suppose I have a transfer function g of s as s plus 2 divided by s into s plus 5. So here I have the roots are, for the numerator s equal to minus 2, and this s equal to minus 2 is nothing but zeros. For denominator I have two, one is s equal to 0, one s equal to minus 5, two roots. So these two, if I plot on the s plane, this is j omega axis, imaginary axis, and this is real axis. I got minus 2, so somewhere I'll get minus 2, this is the 0, and these are poles, so I'll get one pole at origin and one pole at the minus 5. So this minus 2 is a 0, and minus 5 and 0 are the poles. So but the denominator I'm having one pole which is at the origin. So this indicates the type number of a system. If I find out s plus 2, if I multiply here, I'll get s square plus 5s. So this is order. Highest power of denominator will give you the order, and the poles at the origin will give you the type number. Right? So this is a difference between type and order. So the difference we'll discuss once again. The difference between type number and order of a control system. The type number indicates number of open loop poles present at the origin of the S plane. It indicates that number of integers present in the system, whereas order of the system indicates number of poles present in the system transfer function. See here, as we discussed in the above example, this is 1 by s. So 1 by s, when we will get d by dt will write as s, integral dt will write as 1 by s. This integer is written as 1 by s. So that is the reason we will call that the denominator poles will indicate number of integers in the system. So the type number is, one more difference between type and order is, the type number is specified based only on the open loop poles. It is defined for open loop, but order is specified for both open loop as well as closed loop. Both open loop and closed loop. So we'll consider one more example. G of s is equals to s plus 6 divided by s square plus s plus 2 into s plus 5. Here in the denominator, total have 4 poles, that is s equal to 0, s equal to 0, s equal to minus 2, s equal to minus 5. There are 2 poles at the origin, right? If I plot in the s plane, these are the 2 poles, 2 poles, and 0 is at minus 6. So since I have 2 poles at the origin, this is called as type 2 system. If I have 1 pole at the origin, this is called as type 1 system. If I don't have any 0, for example, g of s equal to 1 by s plus 6. So here I don't have any numerator, I have only denominator, and the denominator is s plus 6. So I have 1 pole at s is equal to minus 6, and there is no pole at the origin, there is no s term, so this is called as type 0 system. This is called as type 0 system. So this is you have to make difference of type and order, because your steady state error is also depends upon type of a system.